All right. You was first twice. All right, my baby. All right. Good, good, good. Hello, hello. All right. There you go. Awesome. Just hope we have better results. But listen, StreamYard. Mm, yeah. And it ain't the free version either. But we gonna work on that thing. We gonna work on that thing. Hey, Soul Diva. Hey, baby. Hey, hey. All right, all right. Let me wait for y'all to get in. Awesome, awesome. Let's see what we got. Hey, yeah, awesome, baby. I'm so glad y'all back. Mm, 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 mm. What is this? Okay. All right. Hold up. This isn't the first slide. No, I wasn't notified. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that something? Right. That's true, Mike. That's true. All right. So let's get into it. All right. So if you have been a part of my channel, then you know that I don't like buying seedlings from the big box store or anybody else's store, right? So if you want to know about this information that I found out, which is great information, it's great. Um, y'all say yeah if you want to be if you want me to talk about it, I'm willing, because even when I was sick, I was researching like this. I was up, and as soon as I find out something, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So many things that was right in front of me, it just never clicked. But this is the thing: you must ask the right questions. So I ask questions from all different directions, right? So I'm in bed and I got my laptop, I got phones, and I'm researching, baby. I'm in that thing. I'm in that deep because I want all of us to grow. I want all of us to grow. But this is my point. While my phone and TV are syndicated word for word now. All right, all right. So this is my thing. Now you all can hear me and see me good. Am I right? Everybody can see and hear me good. Tag, I think you can, right? All right, good. This is my thing. And this is just how I feel. Okay. I do not want to, I don't like the produce in stores. I don't. I do not. I do not. I try my best never to buy fresh produce in the stores. You don't either, right? So I'm saying to myself, if I don't want to buy these the produce in the store, why would I grow it the way they grow it? But family, I learned something, right? I learned something. The produce in the stores, yes, do many of them have synthetic fertilizers? Yes. But that is not the big problem with the store produce. It's not even a GMO. And GMO is bad, but we're not talking about GMOs because we don't grow GMOs. Well, most of us don't, right? And that's not my point. But the bad thing, all right, bro, here we go. Thank you, man. The worst thing about the vegetables in the stores, it is synthetic fertilizers, but the worst of it is pesticides. That's the worst in the stores. It's pesticides because they spray this stuff on these vegetables and they don't take it off, right? It's the pesticide. Exactly. It's the pesticides. It's not necessarily the deep root of the problem. It's synthetic fertilizers. It is the pesticides. So hang in there with me and let me share something with you, what I found out. Okay? So the one thing is the reason why the stores use not pesticides, synthetic fertilizers is, of course, speed. They want these plants to grow fast. They want a great turnover. Great turnover, more money. It's money. Speed is money. Okay? Profit and appearance. Because, see, it's not about the taste, it's about the look of the thing. Right? In the stores, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's no flavor in your peppers. It doesn't matter. As long as it look good, that's what they want. Because people gonna buy. Hey baby, how you doing? People's gonna buy because of the way it looks. It's just something humans do. We do that with all kinds of things, right? My list is pesticides, human waste during harvest, recalls, and synthetics. There you go. But listen, Mike, hang in there. Listen. So the next step is what they want in seedlings. When you go to the nursery to buy seedlings, it is shelf appeal. How that thing looking, right? She got big, pretty leaves, and her leaves is green, and they just flapping in the wind, and they calling your name. They calling your name. Even if they 1099, they say, "Come on, bring me home. I'm gonna grow for you." Right, right. So it is shelf appeal. Garden centers want plants that look big, green, and lush. Y'all with me on that one? Hit that like button, Feb. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, baby. They want those. I mean, that's what we look for. That's what we look for. That's how we go and figure out. You could have 10 rows of kale. We're going to look at all them kales and find the big, pretty leaves, right? So the next one is, this is for the synthetics, the chemicals. Many of us says, and we have cracked jokes about this. We have said, "Oh yeah, that plant on crack," right? Come on, y'all. Do anybody remember we have ever say, "Yeah, them plants is on crack"? That they, you know, you remember that, Mike? And we did. But guess what? Even then that we said it, I didn't hear it because seriously, they are addicted to the synthetics. But listen, this is too exciting for me. Check it out. Plants become addicted to high nitrogen feedings. Listen now, many times we buy them and put them in a real garden soil, then often they turn yellow, they stall in growing, or they die when we are not giving them synthetics, because most of us are giving them super juice or whatever you give your plants. We're not giving them what the stores gave them, or the whoever it is, whoever the plants come from, right? So now these plants have been addicted to this stuff. Yes, they tag. They are addicts. But listen, this is the cool part, right? So what happens with our plants when we bring them home, right? This made them, when they're addicted like that, this made them unhealthy, but it becomes that they're most adapt to they adapted because of the chemical life. But once you bring these plants home, the synthetic fertilizers do not stay in the fibers of those plants. And that's what I love. I didn't know that. I did not know that the synthetics I didn't know it would leave out. I thought it was, if it was in the plant, it's in the plant. But family, it is not in the plant. And everything I'm saying to you all, I want you all to research what I'm saying. Don't just go off my word, all right? Because I did some real deep digging, but you can do it too. I'm going to give you the keywords where you don't have to go and search like I did, right? You are going to be able to go right to it, all right? I know, because they turn on the monetization button, and I should have turned it off. Yeah. But anyway, the seedlings themselves aren't harmful. Now, because I asked a question, is my seedlings harmful to me when I purchase them and they have been fed chemicals, right? And this is my answer. The seedlings themselves aren't harmful to eat once grown. Any synthetic fertilizers they were fed doesn't remain in the mature plant the way pesticides would. You heard me? So, hey, my baby, hey, precious. So this means this: when you get a plant, when you purchase a plant from the store, and you put that plant in your garden, and that plant grows, and you feed your plant, I'm gonna just say me, and I feed my plants super juice and 511. So guess what? All of that synthetic fertilizers, it is gone. So, broke, I know you're here, but in the trees you buy from the big box stores, there's little bitty balls in the soil. Some are green, some are red, some are yellow. Who knows what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, tell me what that is. They're yellow, they're red, they're green, they could be pink. What are they? It's like feeding person junk food. Yes, if you feed healthy, they will be healthy. Awesome. Yeah, Osmocote. So these little balls, sometimes they are Osmocote, and it's true. It's true, but it is slow release fertilizers. That's what it is. Slow release fertilizers. Now, this fertilizers, they will stay in the soil, those balls, between 2 to 3 months. It depends on the weather. The weather, right? If it is hot, then 2 to 3 months is max. But if it's chilly and cold, it could be in there 6 months, right? Yes, those miracle grow pellets. Yes, slow release fertilizers. But this is the thing, when you buy seedlings, they don't have pellets. They feed them a liquid synthetic fertilizers. And when we get these plants home, we put them in our garden. Now, I'm talking to the ones of us that do not use synthetics. We feed them um, your organic fertilizers, right? And all of that synthetic fertilizers, it gets into the soil and it washes out. So that plant get rid of all of those synthetic fertilizers. And that to me is exciting. It's exciting. Yes. Yeah, Miracle Grow. Yeah. I've seen them on yeah. They're slow release fertilizer. Exactly. So look at your plants. So they say look at your plants, and what you should see is healthy roots. Tell me this. Let me ask this question. When you purchase a, what do you say? It's usually take my trees 2 seasons to get off crack fertilizers. Really? Let me ask you a question. When you purchase a seedling, let's say it's curly kale, what do you look for in that plant? Tell me that. You all tell me. What are you looking? How do you choose your plant? What's important? What does that plant must have? Yeah, it's good news. Yeah, baby. It usually, yeah. But this is the thing. I know, and we talked about that. I think it was Sunday, that many people have problems starting their plants from seed. So they go and buy seedlings, right? And because, you must do what you do, because that's your garden, baby. That's your garden, right? But I want us to eat food, but I want us to eat good food that's not gonna make us unhealthy, and we trying to live healthy. Okay, what you say, Nikki? Nikki say, oh, wait, let's go to top one. Um, wait a minute. Let's see. Farmer Chad says, I look to make sure none of the leaves are dead. And I also look to make sure they don't have aphids on them. That's great. Green leaves and no signs of disease. Okay, Brooke say multiple plants in one cell. Yeah. No signs of bug damage or disease. Awesome. No holes and spots. Okay. Healthy growth. Lately, I just been looking to make sure there's no aphids or tiny spider webs. Okay. Nitrogen, um, phosphorus, and potassium. But baby, how do you see that? You can't see, Dave. How do you see nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium? The question is, what do you look for when you purchase a seedling from the store, from you know, a nursery? I always start from seeds. However, it's been difficult lately, so I'm purchasing seedlings. I understand. So let me just let me just say this. So Look at plants with now healthy roots. Sometimes you can pull it up, right? And you should. If you're not, you should. Hey, baby, that's how I feel about my hydroponic starts. Once they are out of the water, they are only fed organic nutrients after that. So I feel safe growing them in my garden. And that is awesome. But you see, Veggie Baby, I did not know that. What I'm sharing with you all today, I did not know that. Nobody told me that, right? But I'm gonna make sure you all know. All right. So when you go to purchase a seedling, this is what you look for. It says, look at plants with healthy roots and not necessarily the biggest leaves. All right. A good seedling has white fibrous roots. White fibrous roots. That's a good plant, right? Short and sturdy. It has no yellowing at the bottom. And there is no overly dark green leaves. And if the leaves are overly dark and green, what that means is that is a sign of nitrogen overdose. And these are not my words. These are words I have researched. And you all take some of the words that I'm saying to you all, right? Y'all do y'all Google thing. Y'all know Google, right? But, and we talked about the slow release pellets, right? So it says slow release pellets, the yellow, green, red, whatever, they stay in the soil 2 to 3 months, depending on your temperatures. So the fertilizers, synthetic fertilizers, does not stay inside of the plant tissue. Y'all heard that, family? I did not know that. I did not know that. I didn't know that. And don't tell me you knew, because if you knew, you would have told me. Don't tell me that, right? So it says the fertilizers do not stay, synthetic fertilizers does not stay inside the plant tissue permanently. It will stay as long as you are feeding your plant synthetic fertilizers. That's how long it'll stay when you keep feeding it, right? It's like any addiction. You keep feeding that thing, right? You keep feeding keep feeding it, right? Once you transplant that plant seedling, this is another way which you can do to get rid of, and how the synthetic fertilizers will get out of your plant. All right. Say one, the roots of the plant, the roots stop getting the constant chemical food. Because we all know, right, that synthetic fertilizers, they fertilize the plant. Organic fertilizers fertilize the soil, right? So the roots stop getting the constant chemical food. Okay? And it says the plant uses up what is inside its tissue within a few days. So within a few days, when you bring your plant home and you pot your plant to your garden, within 2 to 3 days, if you are not feeding it synthetic fertilizers, that fertilizer will wash out of that plant. Basically, you have to change the plant diet. Perfect words. And it's true. And most of us, but that I know of, many people that I go visit, many of you all are using like Super Juicer 511. What is that veggie that you use? Those pellets you had. What was that? And you mixed it. And it had water in it, and it smelled really really bad. I can't remember the name of it. Thank you, baby. That's it, Mike. Alfalfa pellets. Right. So when you start feeding your plants this, that's what's going to start uptaking in that plant. And just like any addiction, right? When you stop using it, it get out of your system. This is wild, but it's so cool to know. Oh, y'all, listen. But anyway, listen, the words. This is the words from the research. This is not about words, right? Let me go to number 4. Wait a minute. Let me go to 4. Whatever is left in the plant from the root ball gets diluted into your garden soil, right? It says number 4 is after 1 to 2 weeks, the seedling is basically off the crack, which is synthetic fertilizer. Isn't that amazing, baby? I thought y'all don't know how hyped I am. So another step to this, it says, what if you wanted to detox your plants off chemicals faster, right? If you want to clean your seedling at a faster rate, what do? Okay. It says one, to remove some of the soil, like when you buy your seedlings, it have the soil. Well, take some of that soil off, right? Because that's where a lot of the fertilizer is in the soil. So take some of that off, okay? It says to remove some of the soil, the potting soil from around the roots. Plant your plant into some rich compost or whatever your soil is that you plant your garden in, right? Water your plant with your choice of fertilizers. Use a liquid fertilizer. Use a liquid fertilizer. Hey, baby, she said, great evening, Miss Like, hey, honey, how are you? How are you? Number 3 is say, water your plant, with your choice of fertilizers. And then plant your seedlings in the shade, maybe for about 2 or 3 days, right? And guess what? You're going to have a great plant because that fertilizer, that synthetic fertilizers will wash out and it will not stay in the tissues of your plant as it grows. Now, how about that? Isn't that awesome, y'all? Hello. Hey, Pink. How are you, baby? I lean towards natural products and ingredients, but I use a combination of organic and natural and synthetic food, fertilizers, amendments, and treatments, depends on several factors. And listen, I understand, baby. I really do that. And this could be many reasons, but listen, it ain't my business. It ain't my business. But this is the thing I want you all to know, that even though many of us here in the gardening community have had problems starting their plants from seed. So I want to give you a solution, and that's what I was looking for. A solution for those who have problems starting their plants from seeds. So if you have a problem, this is a great solution to continuously growing organic as possible. So tell me, would you all agree with that? What would you say, Veggie? Oh, she's speaking to everybody. Okay, all right. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, baby. Um. Oh, wow. It's a commercial. Sorry about that, y'all. um. Yes. Yes, indeed. Awesome. Isn't that awesome, though? I love it. I was so very happy when I came across the information because, seriously, I cannot remember the last time I purchased a seedling. But what I did also get the information about our my thoughts and feelings a lot was about the plants, that I don't want my plants like the plants in the store. But the biggest enemy of the plants in the store, it is the synthetic fertilizer, but mostly it's the pesticides. It's the pesticides. It's the appeal, right? It's the radiation. Yeah. Buy, quarantine, detox, feed healthy, Mike. Process. Great. Exactly. Exactly. So I hope that with this information that you all feel better, if if it was a bother to you all, and you all feel better about going out and purchasing seedlings, knowing of their beginnings, right? But you can get these plants to be what you need them to be for you and your family, and you all don't have to continue this plant on synthetic fertilizer. So it's healthy for you and your family. This is so helpful. I become discouraged with some of the seedlings I bought this year. A lot of them died or didn't grow much, and that, baby, I understand. And it says that in the research, it says um, that what happens is, um, when these plants get home, some of them will turn yellow. Some of them, their growth will stunt. It's like trying to take somebody off a drug, right? And they going into what you call it when they don't have the drug. What is it called? When you don't have it? Withdrawals. That's it. That's it. And they going into withdrawals, and it sounds weird, but family, it is the truth. Please do your research on what I'm saying. Ask that question. If you have seedlings that has been fed chemical fertilizers and now you're going to change them organically, what happens to that plant? Research it. And you're going to get what I get, what I'm sharing with you all today. Right? And Mike, and you see, that's another thing. That I made some super juice very light for my inside thing, because that A and B stuff, I've been through that away, right? But and I see a lot of people use their what do you call hydroponic system, and they start their plants, and this is how they start their plants and bring them outside. So now, even if you do use the A and B, you still can grow some healthy plants that is not enriched with synthetic fertilizers. Okay, all right, baby. Wait a minute, I don't know. I didn't know what she said. Let me see. Can I go up and see what she said, Precious? The seedling need a treatment center. Well, guess what? Our garden gonna be that treatment center, because we're gonna feed that plant some good food, right? Exactly. Hey, Healy, absolutely organic only growing is possible. Wait, absolutely. Organic only growing is possible. I have specific containers that are 100% organic. I'm managed by expectations based on the product I use in different areas of the garden. So the whole thing is, I know you probably came in late. The whole conversation is that when you go out to the big box store and buy plants, seedlings, all of those plants. Listen, all of those plants at the big box stores, they all on synthetics, baby. They all of them. Hey, Cassandra, they're all on synthetics, but that's okay because now we know what to do. Are y'all with me with that? Cassandra, say hello, Miss Linda, and everyone in the chat. I'm driving it. Awesome, baby. Thank you for being here. Can I use 511? Wait. Wait. Can I use 511 instead of A and B? Well, I'm gonna let you know because that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna tell you you can do it because I've never grown anything inside, but I'm gonna try. And yes, ma'am, I got a light version of 511 and Super Juice. Yeah. Uh, be careful at for the future. What do you mean, baby? What do you mean, Courtney? I do use a few drops of powder. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Very, very light. Yes, I do. Please keep us posted. Definitely. I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it. I got the kelp ready for week. All right. All right. You're going to open up 511 inside. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Hey, baby. Backyard garden flow. Hey, honey. Yeah. Using five. Yes, I am. I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be like I'm gonna use a couple drops, but I'm using it. Yeah. I will try the indoor challenge also. What I said I would never do. Awesome. Well, listen, wait a minute. Let me get something to drink. Sabon family. Let me share this. Wait 1 second. We seen just what happened at the beginning of November. There is 42 million Americans. 42 million Americans receive food stamps. 42 million, right? Lots of people. When they stamps did not come, and not only when they stamps didn't come, it's knowing your stamps is not coming. Now that's the mental part of this foolishness, right? So if a man can feed you and make you happy, if that man can feed you and make you happy, he can starve you and make you cry. What we can do for ourselves, do it. Do it. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can do for yourself, do it. You go sit around and wait for someone to give you a handout for something that we can grow. Many of us have shared, you don't need. Thank y'all, baby. Thank you. You don't need acres and acres of land. You do not. But we can grow some food. So, because even when I was sick, I'm worried because I want you all to grow your food. But I don't want this to be another trap. Listen, please hear me good. See, traps, they are set in so many ways. Baby, you got to keep your head on a swivel, right? So listen, they will say, okay, we ain't going to give you your stamps. So what we say, we go and buy some seedlings. But what I say, this is just me. This don't have anything to do with nobody else's garden. This is my garden. In your garden, you do as you choose. Just like I do as I choose in mine. But just hear me. In the garden, we say, you know, they're not going to do it. So we go down and we get seedlings. Chemically fed seedlings. But wait, let me put a pin right there. But I'm going to tell you all this. And now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not. I want to warn you. See these processed foods? Processed foods, I'm talking already prepared food where you just have to heat it up, put it in the microwave or put it in the air fryer. Baby, please. That stuff is dangerous. It's dangerous, family. It's dangerous. Hey, sister. Hey, Yankee sister. How are you, baby? Yes, you, as I said, we must do what we can for ourselves. Our forefathers, they wasn't given nothing. They was given the tail end of the stick. But baby, we made it work. We made it work. Dropping the seed to them mean nothing because that's how they fed their babies. But that's okay. For those who have problems starting with seeds, go get your seedlings. Now, what I want you to do is to do your own research about what I've talked about. If you missed what I talked about, the whole thing, please go back after we get off and listen to it again and take some of the words I say and research it for yourself. And you will find out that even though, the seedlings that we're buying, they are chemically fed, we can get them off the crack. We can do it. And it's not hard at all. It's not hard, family. Okay? I may buy 5% seedlings for my garden every 2 to 5 years, not much at all, but I'm not anti-store seedlings, okay? I just follow my garden routine once I get them home. Awesome, 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 baby. Now, you see, this is the thing, and what I didn't know is, this is me. I did not know that I can buy a seedling, bring it home, take it off the crack, the synthetic fertilizers, and I can make this plant grow. And there is no residuals in this plant from the synthetic fertilizers. See, I didn't know that, but I know it now. And I wanted you all to know. Okay. I keep hearing this saying that kind of bothers me. They trying to send you back to the fields, but Wasn't that when families were the closest? Yes, ma'am. And you know why? It's because we depended upon each other. We depended upon each other. And the reason, another reason we depended upon each other, because see, all of us, we were in the same class. But when some began to, you know, make a lot of money, get a PhD, they were better than everybody, you know. So, but that's another lie. But the thing about it is that we can still grow. We can still grow. So if you have problems with your seeds, and if you need to drop you some seeds for your vegetables, or you need some plants in your garden because you need that food, go and get your seedlings, right? Put them in your garden and begin to feed your plants the fertilizer you use, and they are going to be all right, because that synthetic fertilizers do not stay in the tissue of that plant. And for me, that is such great news, right? But we're not going back. Amen. And I agree with you, baby. I agree with you. But the thing about it is that we should take the lessons from our forefathers. That's the thing, because most of us don't know our history, and we don't want to do things for ourselves. We don't want to do for ourselves. We want to wait for somebody to let rain on us. And that's why so many people was in such an uproar at the beginning of this month. Now, and the thing about it is, if they can do it in November, what's going to happen in December? What's going to happen in December? Or are you still, and now I ain't even going there, but you know, so don't depend on people, especially, and I'm talking governments. Don't depend on that. Baby, always try to have a plan to do something. I'm not saying you can do it all without it, especially because all of us have different reasons, right? We have different reasons. But what I am saying, what you can do for you, do it. Don't wait for somebody to do it for you. And then if they don't do it, now you sit back. Sorry, y'all, because I see it too. Now, and if they don't do it, you're sitting back and you're crying and you're whining, and you're going through all kind of mental craziness. It's a mess. It's a mess. But if you would have something in your garden, you say, hey, whatever you want to do, dog, do it. Right? True. Amen. That's true. Hey, honey. Love to garden. How you doing? How you doing? All right. So, do anybody have any questions about what we talked about? Any? Did y'all get it? Did you get it? Or am I sitting here just being excited all by myself? Let me know. The good Lord gave you a brain to think for yourself. Just don't leave him out. Woo! That's a good one. Amen. And I agree. I totally agree. I truly do, baby. Wait a minute. Um, there is no such thing as drowning in your own sweat. Okay. I'm hopeful that they would stock some emergency food, because those benefits are still on the chopping block. Mm. It's literally 5 drops per gallon of water. Wait. Mm. Oh, see, I hate this. It was great information. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much. Got it. Thanks. You are so welcome, Nikki. You're so welcome. When I came in, you was drawing it out. Thank you, baby. Thank you. This goes for so many things. When I get support from someone other than myself, I have to abide by those rules. Even if the rules changes, nothing is free. I try my best to do what I can for myself. Amen. And the thing about it is, listen, there we all cannot do everything we want to do, for ourselves. I mean, many of us, we have limitations, we have illnesses. I mean, we are elderly. I'm not as strong as I used to be, and I'm talking, you know, physically. But I'm still strong here, baby. They ain't got that yet. but what I can do for me, I'ma do it. I'ma do it. And if I find out something that I know can help my community, I'm gonna share it. Calvin! Hey, Calvin. Hey, man. Good to see you. Hello, TNOG. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing so much better, family. So we were on StreamYard, but StreamYard was acting crazy, so I had to get out of there. But I was sharing with you all that I was I was sick, and I'm still not 100, but you know I'm good. I'm good. God is amazing, and um, I'm feeling so much better. I'm not 100, but I feel so much better than I was feeling last week. So but even as I was in bed, uh, I was thinking about you all and researching this this seedling thing. You know what I'm saying? But I respect Miss Linda. Oh, thank you, baby. Hit the like button, family, if you haven't already. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, because there's like it was 77 people here, and I got 48 thumbs up. What's up? What y'all doing? Yeah. Hey, baby. Let's see. Oh, it's going. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can catch it. Um, Miss Linda, when do you stop dropping seeds when it's snow? So let me just say this here. We don't normally get snow. January 2025, we did have snow, but maybe that set some records, right? That set some records. So snow, we usually don't get snow. So I I don't ever stop dropping seeds. I drop seeds year round. Yeah. Snow don't come every year, but we are in this climate change, and but we don't get snow like that. So glad you are feeling it. Thank you so much. I really am. I'm not 100, as I say. I don't feel 100. I still feel some residuals, but I do feel better than I was feeling last week. Yeah. Thank you, pretty girl. Thank you. Thank you so much, baby. Yeah. Um, Kelvin says, I'm going to check on some starts right now because my collard seeds are tripping. So awesome, man. Awesome. So, Kelvin, I talked about purchasing your seedlings, right? And if you go to a big box store, any of these nurseries, they are synthetics. But Kelvin, I want you to go when I finish and go back to the front of this live, and I want you to know it is all good, man. It's all good, and there's a way that you could buy them seedlings and stop. You don't have to. I mean, I'm going to sure you don't feed your plants synthetics because you got that fish and stuff over there. What it is, sardines and stuff, right? But you can definitely get your plants off of the synthetics, and the synthetics will not remain in the plants. My problem that I had with seedlings is that I don't want to grow what they grow in the store. And this is the thing that will hurt us the most, is the produce in the stores, because they have pesticides on these plants, on these produce. Not only pesticides, they have a peel and radiation, right? They are harvested, weeks early. So they have no flavor. But we can still go and buy that synthetic plant, but we could get off that stuff. Yeah. Um, let's see. I hope you continue to feel better. Thank you for still thinking of us and brightening this. Oh, baby, you and Veggie. I was over on your garden tour today. My God, baby, your garden is amazing. It really is. It really is. It's a beautiful garden, and you have so many beautiful plants. And I've seen you have cardone, and my 2 cardones died, but that's okay, because I can drop another seed, and I'll drop it in the spring. But it's beautiful, honey. Very, very beautiful. This was good news. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you for being here. So, everybody good? Because I'm going to go and eat. I'm going to go eat, because when I get sick, the first thing that happens to me, I lose weight. And I lost like 8 pounds. So, I'm going to get them back. I'm going to get them, baby. I'm going to get them back. Yeah. Thank you, precious baby. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, sister. Take care of yourself, Millie. I will, baby. Great live. Thank you, Miss Lynn. Thank you. Yeah. And thank you all for the thumbs up. I see that it came up some. All right. Take care of yourself, TNOG. Thank you. I will. Bring them back. Yeah, I'm going to get my pounds back. I want them. I want them. Oh, feel better. I've been in the bushes getting into treatment. Oh, okay, baby. Thank you, Nana. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Veggie baby. Yeah. Amen. Amen. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Because I want to cook a cabbage. I don't know if I'm gonna cook it tonight or tomorrow, but I'm gonna cook that cabbage I harvest. I will be back to the beginning. All right. And okay, good. Good, baby. Good. You can have some of my I know that's right. I understand. Yeah. I love you, Queen, and feel bad. Oh, thank you, man. You're gonna make me cry. I appreciate that so much. I felt that. I felt that. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. I love you too. And your wife. Yes, I love both of y'all very much. Yeah. Good night, Saw family. Love you, Miss. Thank you for being here, Courtney. I love you too, baby. I love you too. You all have a good night, and we're gonna see each other Sunday tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, if God say yes, we'll be here tomorrow, and we're gonna hang out. All right. I love you all, and you all have a great, great Saturday night. Blessings to you. And thank you, sister. You too, baby. You too. You too. So I'm going to be going around looking at videos, because I have not looked at any video. I think I looked at veggies, somebody else's. I'm not sure, but I'm coming over, baby. I'm coming over. So unlock the door. Yeah. Hey, Pink Hibiscus. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. You all have a good night. Now, if you wasn't here at the beginning, go back and listen to the beginning of the video, so you can really get a good understanding of how great this news is for all of us. Okay? All right, family. Love y'all. All right, my baby. I sure will, Backyard Garden Flow. Thank you. All right, honey. Later, family. I'm gonna find out how to get out of here. Oh, there it is.